Welcome back to DreamLeague Season 5. We are here after game number 1 of Finem versus Na'Vi. And Finem kind of just fell apart against Na'Vi here. Na'Vi played their own game. Well, it was fine. But Finem just, I don't know, they seemed off. Even if Na'Vi on paper is the stronger team, Finem still felt not like Finem.
When we saw Finem yesterday play the Darkseer, he got so much space.
Yeah.
Like, he just free farmed the entire game. And in this game, the two supports from Na'Vi, like Artstyle and Cynico, just destroyed him. Like, he didn't have a mechanism, didn't have any sort of levels. Then all of a sudden they just group up and push, and like that's their answer. You know what I mean? The vacuum, the mechanism with the Stormhammer, like that's how they fight. But he just didn't have anything, so he had no answer.
I really have to call Jake out on this one. You know, we all felt okay about the draft, and then he predicted at Finem, and then like there's just no chance at that point. There's no way you could possibly win.
Okay. I predicted Finem as well. And weren't you wrong twice yesterday as well? But this guy was right.
I was also right twice yesterday.
And weren't you?
Very importantly, miss glass half empty.
But when you were right, so was Jake.
God.
And when Jake was right, you were not. Hey.
Okay, so let's predict. No, Team America.
Team America won it.
Team America won. Yeah.
Oh, as always. I mean,
as usual.
As usual. Well, the match is summed up for me in one simple sentence.
Oh.
Team, why would anyone pick Winter Wyvern? Why?
Okay,
what is good about that hero?
So we didn't get to talk too much about it because...
It's garbage. It was last pick.
Because it was garbage, yes. That's why we didn't get to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
We didn't get to talk about it too much because it was picked at the end of the draft. On paper, great synergy with their draft, you know, the vacuum, into the Stormbolt, into the big 5-hero Winter's Curse. But it's a support that does need quite a bit of levels to really have an impact. Very passive support, has some D-push, but I don't feel like it matches up especially well against the pressure aspect of Na'Vi's draft. Like, sure, they're very reliant on physical damage, and that's where the Wyvern Cold Embrace is great, but he's a slower pace type support. And against Na'Vi, I really think he went the up-tempo support, so Vengeful Spirit Chen, it was basically like both of them versus Earth Spirit, I felt, in the laning stage as far as who was like trying to secure the lanes, and also Earth Spirit getting caught out of position, that didn't help early on. But to me, it could have worked. It's just more, it plays in a Na'Vi's hands where they get to dictate the tempo.
Yep.
Right.
I actually kind of like the pick, to be honest. I like, because they're grouping up as 5 early, they're all clumped up, going up onto your high ground, and then your Winter's Curse, like the Chen or something like that, you have an immediate advantage in the team fight. I thought the pick...
Well, Chen should not be getting Winter's Curse.
Well, he's the one with the heal, giving them to sustain.
Yeah, but he's standing so far back that in theory he shouldn't be getting it.
Listen, my homie, the Holy Knight, is going to hang back and let his people do the work up in
Your
front.
homie.
But that's their play, right?
You send the Bears of War out, okay? You don't send...
He almost did that. They did Winter's Curse him, and he almost died from the bear
but that was too late at that stage.
It was too late. It was far too late.
Chen's actually pretty... At the same time, like, that combo is really strong. Chen's actually pretty good against it, because you have the send back potentially to save a hero who gets caught out and is being focused. You also just have a lot of sustain against kind of a spread damage lineup, the OD ult, the Sven Cleave, the vacuum, and the wall. So
and then when you get the Ags as well, the Ancients don't give a hoot about the...
For me, after the laning stage was over, it all came down to the team having the more advantage vision. Beastmaster. Having the Beastmaster just makes sure that you can't get back into the game as far as Finem is. It just they couldn't really do anything anymore. And we have actually a clip that highlights that perfectly around the 26-minute mark. That's actually a clip that you selected, LG. Please pause.
All right, so this one, big play by Mr. General here. I believe he ends up having the Hawk like roughly around here. And very importantly, the Wyvern is going to try to retreat into the trees here. He gets the roar off after Dendy finds a shackle right around there in the lane. So we can unpause, and we'll see kind of how the fight will develop. But Beastmaster hanging back for now. Shackle comes through. Maybe next time, into the trees, instant blink forward. General roars him, isolates the Winter Wyvern, and from there, like, the fight's basically over. So that whole Finem combo, it's very reliant on getting off the vacuum into the Stormbolt, or at least the vacuum into the Winter's Curse, but you're not really able to do it when you have such a strong, reliable initiator like the Beastmaster, whether it's just finding the Wyvern, whether it's just blinking and roaring him.
And I mean, he tries. He gets the kill.
Yeah,
but Madara at that point...
He's already committed his roar at that point.
And he's already...
Look at this. On the other
I was going to say, like, he's already on the run, right? He's trying to get out of the fight.
Just getting annihilated by the bear.
Yeah, I just, to me right now, like, the Beastmaster is probably the strongest offlaner. And it's such a good pick because for a lot of teams, they can run it not even, like, we saw Vici game Reborn, it doesn't even have to be your offlaner. It can be a jungle hero, too. So I think Beastmaster is, like, for me, the pick of the patch.
Absolutely. For these early games, right? Because it's all about when can you gank, who can you kill, and how quick can you do it. So, unparalleled vision.
So why'd you pick Ed Finem?
Huh?
They didn't have Beastmaster.
Well,
You fucked up, Jake.
Hey!
You fucked up.
You calm down, LD. All right. Shane, you were about to say something. What's up, buddy?
All right. Well, I was saying that if they had 5 more minutes at Finem, I think the game could have been totally different.
Yeah?
Yeah,
5 more minutes?
I really think so. Because when Sven, like, in the last team fight, I think it's the next one we're going to show.
Yes, that 28-minute mark.
Yeah, like, you see Sven, like, just destroying.
Well, why even talk about it when we could just show it, eh?
Good point.
Let's
Let's
go.
take a look.
We have the technology.
And this is also the fight where the Winter's Curse, I believe, is the one going off on the Chen.
All right, so they swap. Sunico straight away gets a nice swap on Earth Spirit here, and they will just protect him.
Yeah.
Now, wait for this, right?
Wait
so the issue,
for it.
Pause. Okay, what's gonna happen?
Sven blinks in and actually gets kited pretty hard. Like, really hard.
Where's he going?
He's just going to run around in a circle for a while.
Oh, yeah. No, he actually is. And then at some
Yeah,
point,
yeah.
he's like here, and he's like, am I going in? Am I going back?
he kind of runs around here.
Yeah, and then he going back out. And oh, it was so weird to
But
see
when
that.
he actually clicks someone,
Cue up the music,
Let's go.
production. We know you got it. Here we go. Let's take a look at Sven here running around in circles.
Where is he?
okay, matter where it comes in. he's
Stuns.
Like, all right, let's go.
BKB
Ooh, okay, which way am I going, boys?
sees Chen. Doesn't want Chen.
Okay, just around the trees a bit. And then he's like, oh no.
You can do it.
Okay.
Smack!
Oh, he hit
Okay,
someone.
but look at the damage.
It's silly
yeah,
rooted.
yeah.
It's silly
Look
rooted.
at the damage, though.
God.
DJ dies from that. I believe he's gonna get someone's gonna get Winter's Curse this
he
fight.
used like 3/4 of his BKB just running around in a circle. But if,
Not.
you know, like 5-10 more minutes,
And then he got rooted after that just
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the full BM.
God. Oh, thank you very much. Beautiful. There's a bird attack. 2 winged creatures. There they go.
It was a tough Sven game in that regard. If you look at the Na'Vi draft, not to say Sven was a bad pick, but he needed help from the team to set him up because they have swap.
Yeah.
They have Chen send back on here's they're getting focused.
The
Windrunner.
Beastmaster.
Windrunner has the wind run for the evasion. The Beastmaster board to slow people
Even
down
the
and
ulti.
roar him. Every single one of these heroes and the Lone Druid root, they all had ways to deal with them.
Now, for me, the problem with this first game of the series comes with at Finem, we know that they can potentially take a game of Na'Vi, but
Yeah.
Na'Vi better on paper. But this game was completely outplayed, not outpicked, not outdrafted. I felt like the draft was, they could have done it with this draft. As you said, 5 more minutes could have completely changed the game. A bit of a better laning stage could have completely changed the game, but they just got flat out outplayed. So
You
going
think?
into, I think so, and we heard Andy and Owen agree with that as well during the cast. And coming into game 2, how are you going to deal with it as at Finem? How are you, like, what's your plan? What's your game plan? How are you going to make sure you win a
need to
game?
focus on the Roshan. You can't just give up all the Roshans because that's how Na'Vi get the momentum. Like all of a sudden you have a Chen with like Aghanims, Greaves at like 20 minutes, and like what can you do against this like sustained push?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're going to give them Chen, you just have to contest the Roshan. So here's like Batrider, Beastmaster, the Division game, and try and not let them get that early advantage on all them towers. You know what I mean? You need to pick them off and make the tempo of the game.
Yeah, I mean, there is the option of going to the Bounty Hunter as well. They went for Earth Spirit this game over it, tried to focus on winning the mid lane, Earth Spirit OD. Maybe Bounty Hunter to shut down the Chen would have been the way to go. You don't know 100% Na'Vi's going to take it, but very likely, if Na'Vi goes Beastmaster first pick, they have art style. They love running the junglers. I think you take the Bounty Hunter heading into game 2 if you see a similar type of opening, or maybe you take the Beastmaster away. I think they lack that reliable initiation this game, to be totally honest. Like, Blink Vacuum into a Stormbolt or a Winter's Curse, that's not really very reliable at all.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. You guys have watched a lot of Ad Finem games.
Yes.
Why did they, like, have they never, like, they didn't pick Bounty Hunter, and you said they pick it every time.
They pick it first pick if they have the chance. Generally,
So
that is the rule they have
What's
had.
up, guys?
I think that
maybe
I
they
think
felt
for
it was a
them, maybe-
trap.
Yeah.
Because Navi's leaving in the pool. Like, obviously, Na'Vi knows how to run the hero as well.
Yeah.
So,
It's a risky pick at
mind
that
games,
point.
maybe.
Mind games got
Well, it
to them.
worked.
It worked for sure. At Finem banned in this game Enchantress and Nature's Prophet. Do they need to switch things up in that case? In that specific?
The DRA Nature's Prophet really kind of messes with the laning stage. Generally, like Navi's one of the few teams that does prefer it as a one position most of the time. I think you could consider letting it through, but it's risky, especially if like you want to run Bounty Hunter, you want to pressure the lanes. Like Prophet's that +1 that can come in and just get early kills and shut it down.
Destroy your mid lane as well.
Yeah.
What do you hope to see this game, Jake?
No roar, no bore, and a lot less gore. Get rid of that Beastmaster for both teams.
For
He's
both teams.
just too good on that early game. Whoever gets it wins. So no go. And let's see some bounty. That'd be nice. But hoping just to see Finem get that victory. I'm still on the boat, man. When Ranger wins, something has gone wrong.
The boat has holes.
The boat?
It's sprung a leak.
This boat is sailing, and there's no
Yes.
stop. It's going straight to
She's not
Windtown.
seaworthy for much longer. Going down. Going down fast.
These boat metaphors are getting too intense.
I was going to
keep going
say,
with the
let's
boat
go into the
metaphors.
draft.
Save us production quickly.